Science, technology, and society is an interdisciplinary field of study that seeks to explore and understand the many ways that modern science and technology shape modern culture, values, and institutions, and how modern values shape science and technology. Understanding their function and regulation means defining and clarifying the relationship between science and technology advances and society's ability to benefit from it. So what is science? It is the pursuit and application of knowledge and understanding of the natural and social world following a systematic methodology based on evidence. While technology, it is the use of scientific knowledge for practical purposes or applications, whether in industry or in our everyday lives. While society is a group of individuals involved in persistent social interaction or a large social group sharing the same spatial or social territory, typically subject to the same political authority and dominant cultural expectations. Hello world and hello Philippines. We are the students from Navotas Polytechnic College, and we are going to discuss the historical timeline and developments of science and technology in the Philippines. Why we should study science, technology, and society? Because it helps us understand how social, political, and cultural values influence scientific research and technological innovation, and how these, in turn, impact society, politics, and culture. My name is Rochelle Postrero, together with my other classmates, Jelmer Santiago, Michelle Dalina, Mel Racal Sapinosa, Cristela Marie De Leon, Jeric Obligado, Maricar Garcera, J.R. Tronco, and lastly, our editor, Angelica Farilen. Philippines is a country rich in culture and traditions, with a diverse population that includes various indigenous groups. These indigenous people are an essential part of the country's history and identity, and their customs and beliefs have been passed down through generations, like IP or Lumad from Mindanao are example of groups of people who have been living in the country long before the arrival of colonizers. The Lumad are the non-Muslim indigenous people in the Mindanao. The collected term is used to describe the about 13 groups of Mindanao, including the Blaan, Bukidnon, Higaonon, Mamanwa, Mandaya, Manobo, Mansaka, Sangir, Subanen, Tagabawa, Tagakaulu, Tasaday, and Tibuli. They have their own distinct cultures, traditions, and languages that are different from those of the mainstream Filipino society. Before the colonizations, Filipinos were already engaging in activities and practices related to science, forming primitive or first-wave technology. They were curative values of some plants on how to extract medicines from herbs. They had an alphabet, a system of writing using syllabic scripts such as the baybayin. The use of technology is evident in the handicrafts, pottery, weaving, and the tools used by Asian Filipinos in their everyday life. They also developed tools for planting, hunting, cooking, fishing, and also for fighting enemies during the tribal conflicts. The science and technology of early Filipinos were also mining gold in such places as Panay, Mindoro, and Bicol. They wore colorful clothes, made their own gold jewelry, and even filled their teeth with gold. Their houses were made of wood or bamboo and nipa. They had their own system of weights and measurements, and they also developed technologies in creating musical instruments. What is indigenous science? Indigenous science is part of indigenous knowledge system practiced by different groups of people and early civilizations. This indigenous science uses of science process skills, guided by community culture and values, composed of traditional knowledge. While indigenous knowledge system is embedded in the cultural traditions of regional, indigenous, or local communities, orally passed, evident in stories, poems, and songs. These are some examples of indigenous knowledge that are taught and practiced by the indigenous people. 1. Predicting weather conditions and seasons using knowledge and observing animals' behavior and celestial bodies. 2. Preserving foods like air and sun drying, smoke, and salt coating. 3. Classifying plants and animals into families and groups based on cultural properties. 4. Preserving and selecting good seeds for planting. 5. Using indigenous technology in daily lives. 6. Building local irrigation system. 7. Classifying different types of soil for planting based on cultural properties. 8. Producing wines from tropical fruits. 9. Using herbal medicine. And lastly, number 10. Keeping the custom growing plants and vegetables in the yard.
During Metal Age, artifacts were also found in different regions here in our country. The period in Philippines, prehistory that coincides with the use of bronze and iron objects and is approximately dated from 500 BC to AD 1000 is the Metal Age. The Manunggul jar, served as secondary burial jar, is excavated from Neolithic ultimate site. At Manunggul Cave, at Taban Cave, here Palawan, Philippines. According to many historians, the use of tools by the population of the Philippines coincided with a significant change in the lifestyle of early people on the island. This brought stability, structure to their lives, creating greater opportunities for the growth and development of their communities.
The growth in the sharing of knowledge and culture eventually resulted in communities beginning to merge where they hadn't before. Some historians argue that this marked the start of the development of the population of the Philippines into what they are today, rather than remaining in smaller separate groups.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Michu Dalina from Marketing 2K, and today I will introduce you to the countries who colonized the Philippines, which is the Spanish, the Japanese, and lastly the Americans, and their contributions of science and technology in the Philippines. So let's go.
The Spanish colonial period. During the Spanish colonial period, formal education has been introduced and the foundation of scientific institutions like the University of Santo Tomas has been created. The Spaniards made contributions in the field of engineering by constructing government establishments, churches, roads, bridges, and ports. The life during the Spanish era slowly became modernized, adopting some Western technology and their ways of life. The Filipinos developed ways to replicate the technology brought by the Spaniards using indigenous materials. When the Spaniards colonized the country, they brought with them their own culture and practices. They established schools for boys and girls and introduced the concept of subjects and disciplines. It was the beginning of formal science and technology in the country, known now as School of Science and Technology. The galleon trade has brought additional technology and development in the Philippines. Some Filipino students who were able to study in Europe also contributed to the advancement of medicine, engineering, arts, music, and literature in the country.
The American colonial period. When the Americans colonized the Philippines, Americans influenced the development of science and technology. They focused to establish the education system, the engineering works, and the health condition of the people. The colonization of Americans lasted 48 years in the industry. The building also prospered under the American rules, and they have coconut oil, cigars, factories, and road factories were also established throughout in the Philippines. The progress of science and technology in the Philippines continue under the American rule. On October 21, 1905, the Bureau of Government Laboratories was placed by the Bureau of Science on December 8, 1933. The National Research Council of the Philippines was established. The Bureau of Science became the primary research center of the Philippines until the World War II. The science during the American period was inclined towards agriculture, food processing, medicine, and pharmacy. They didn't focus on what was given of the development of industrial technology due to a free trade policy with the United States, which nurtured an economy geared towards agriculture and trade.
Japanese colonial period. World War II caused greater destruction than any other war in history. The war took the life of about 17 million soldiers and an ever greater number of civilians who died as a result of bombings, starvations, and deliberate campaigns of mass murder. The war also ushered in the atomic age and was quickly followed by the collapse of the wartime alliance between the United States and the Soviet Union, and the beginning of the World War. Science and technology holds a bit of progress in development of immunization technology, plays a fundamental role in the creation and improvement of the quality of life and real economic growth and transformation in any society. The Philippines, like more developing country, has long relied on official development assistance or foreign aid to finance economic growth. The reparation money from Japan was also concentrated on building highways and providing technological and human resources development in the country. Since the establishment of New Republic, the whole nation has been focusing on using its limited resources in improving its science and technological capability. It has explored the use of ODA, or Overseas Development Allocations, from different countries to help the country improve its scientific productivity and technological capability. Through ODA, Japan has helped construct and improve infrastructure of the Philippines. This include major arterial highways, bridges, airports, railways, and ports.
Good day everyone, my name is Jacob Obligado from Grotto, and right now I will tell you about the work done by the people of the OST to promote the knowledge of science and technology in the Philippines. The Department of Science and Technology, or DOST, is committed to leveraging science and technology to enhance the country's competitiveness, sustainability, and resilience. By harnessing technology and innovation, we aim to tackle societal challenges, improve public services, spur economic development, and enhance the quality of the life for all Filipinos. Our data-driven and technology-enabled solutions span across healthcare, agriculture, education, and governance, and infrastructure, fostering collaboration among government, industry, and academia to propel innovation and build a more technological, advanced, and knowledge-based society. Let's talk about the Smarter Philippines. The Smarter Philippines project encompasses in the 6 key components. Number 1, innovation-driven economy. Innovation-driven economy fostering an environment conducive to innovation, entrepreneurship, and development of new technologies and to drive economic growth and competitiveness. Number 2, knowledge creation and dissemination. Knowledge creation and dissemination promoting research and development, knowledge sharing, and the dissemination of scientific and technological advancement to benefit various sectors of society. And number 3, inclusive and sustainable. Inclusive and sustainable development is utilizing science and technology to address social and environmental changes, promote inclusive growth, and ensure sustainable development across the nation. And number 4, good governance and empowerment. Enhance public service delivery, governance, and citizen empowered through the use of technology and data-driven decision-making process. And number 5, human capital development. The human capital development investing in education, skills development, and capacity building to cultivate and highly skilled workforce capable of driving technological advancement and innovation. And the last one, number 6, international competitiveness and linkages. International competitiveness and the linkages, strengthen international collaborations, partnerships, and linkages to leverages global knowledge and resources for the advancement of science and technology and innovation in the Philippines. This is where I finish my part in this activity and topic. Good day everyone, and thank you very much for all listening. Thank you.
We are the last member of this group and we are going to tackle about Filipino scientists and their contribution in science and technology.
Hi everyone! Welcome to this channel. I'm Garsara Maricar together with my partner,
J.R. Tronco.
and we're thrilled to have you join us for this vlog. Today, we got something extra special to line up. We're diving into the world of scientists.
So, buckle up, get ready for some excitement, and let's dive into today's vlog.
So, my first scientist is Ramon Bsba. He was a Filipino inventor and horticulturist, best known for inventing a way to induce more flowers in mango trees using ethyl and potassium nitrate.
My scientist is Rafael E. Guerrero III, known for the father of tilapia sex reversal, a Filipino scientist recognized speed, developing sex reversal, and hatchery techniques that led to commercial tilapia production in the Philippines and other countries.
We're here to the third scientist, Dr. Lilian F. Paterna. She developed tissue culture for garlic production, discovered a breed of calamansi and seedless pomelo, and discovered micropropagation, which established the banana industry in the Philippines. She is also an inventor of flip bud cutting in cassava.
And the fourth Filipino scientist is Dr. Jose B. Cruz Jr., known for the internationally in the field of automatic control in research, teaching, and service.
Dr. Fabian M. Diary. He is known for his photochemical work for the development of Lagumdi as part of the National Integrated Research Program on Medical Plants.
And Dr. Enriquez M. Ostrio Jr. pioneered the use of meconium in the testing of mother abuse of drugs during the course of pregnancy. A Filipino medical doctor known for his researches and pediatrics.
Dr. Marie Jo Ruiz is known locally and internationally as an expert in graft theory here and operation research, and her expertise in value not only in the academic but in the different industry and sector as well.
Dr. William G. Padolina, a professor and academician, is the current president of the National Academy of Science and Technology, or NAS. His professional career is truly a rich convergence of his role as a scientist, researchers, administration, and administrator and policymaker.
So, thank you for engaging with us in this adventure today. Remember, life is too short to not explore the world around us. Until next time!
Keep chasing your dream and embracing every moment. Take care and God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.